How's it going, everyone? We're back for more Trails of Cold Steel. Oh man, where we left, what was it? We left off last time. It was just after that whole incident with Reen's sister, if my memory serves me correctly. So we're going to be going into our next field study, which, if I remember correctly, we're going to be going to Laura's location. Laura's hometown, I think. Alright. It's the time you've all been waiting for. Your next practical exam. Are you sure you don't want to sit this one out and just watch Reen? I'm sure. I've gotten enough rest in the past 3 days to make a full recovery. In fact, I'd say I feel even better than usual. Well, if you say so. In that case, you're up first. Now, choose a partner. Okay. Okay, I can't pick these two. I guess let's just go with the infinite boop gun. That is Emma. She has all the correct stuff on. Yep. All right. And same goes for me. You know what? I don't really need that, so I could move attack 3 here. And that opens up the slot for me to actually give Reen a little bit more defense. So we're going to do that. Because Reen's been taking a lot of hits recently that I don't like. I don't want to make him too bulky yet, so we'll just give him defense 3. Because, like, Reen really doesn't need any fire attacks anymore. And that's the thing. I sacrifice having any arts at all for Murakumo. Your opponent today will be... Let's see. How about Laura and Fee? Yeah, we'll go with them. Ah, that's why I can't pick Laura or Fee. I forgot about that. Very well. Okay. A little on the blatant side today, you think? Well, this should make for an interesting battle, if nothing else. Laura and Fee have a clear advantage when it comes to strength and speed. They're both formidable opponents. Ugh. Hang on one second. Sorry.
A few moments later.
Don't you dare hold
Watch
back.
the extra win conditions. I have to beat them without using arts. Win without using items, okay? Activating S-Crafter in the battle. Alright, that's fine.
Turn. All right, let's do this.
Okay. Arcus, activate. Now. Are you alright?
Thanks. Go.
Shatter. Okay. Yeah.
My turn. Flames, gather on my path.
And there we go.
Careless.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright, that's enough. Reen's team scores the victory. Excellently done, both of you. Thanks. As for you two, I don't even think I need to say anything, do I? No, instructor. Okay, let's move on to our next pair. The team for our next 2-on-2 battle will be... You did pretty well out there, Reen. Excuse me, we're just finishing up a drink. But we're really gonna have to do something about those two. Yeah. It's not like they hate each other or anything. At least, I don't think they do. So I feel like if they just get a good push in the right direction... Yeah, you're right. Looks like you're really back in the fight. Looks like you're really back in fighting form, though. Yeah. Never felt better, actually. I didn't want to drag this out and end up worrying Elise. I'm sorry I caused such trouble for everyone. Thank you so much for going to the trouble of preparing a bed for me. Oh, don't worry about that. Our maid can do that much without even breaking a sweat. It's true. You can say that again. She was so well prepared, you think she had called... she was so well prepared, you think she... Why is reading difficult? I know why. You can say that again. She was so well prepared, you think Elise had called in a reservation. That's Sharon for you. Reen, are you sure you're alright? Yeah, I'm still sore all over, but that's nothing unexpected. Compared to the kind of training Master Kafai used to put me through, I feel like I got off light. But still, well, he doesn't appear to have any sprains or pulled muscles. Should be better in a couple of days. I see. Oh, excuse me. But I can't help but feel that if I hadn't been so careless, if I hadn't gone into the building in the first place... Well, in a way, it was Reen's fault too. True, he got what he deserved for being so insensitive. I would have hoped that as an elder brother, you'd conduct yourself in a more seemly manner. Well, you're not wrong. But do you think you could maybe not all gang up on me at once? Well, can't really blame them this time. Let this be a lesson to you, Reen. Your family is your family, no matter what. Okay. I get it already. It seems everything turned out well in the end. Still, we're no closer to unlocking the secrets of that giant armor. Or the red door it was hiding behind. Yeah. All we know is that the red door showed up after we cleared the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse. And then when Elise went down there, it opened and that hulking armor came out. You said you heard a voice coming from the door, right? Yes, I think so. I'm afraid I don't remember much of what it said, though. I remember it said something about the 4th lock in the first trial, and an awakener too, whatever that is. You should be commended for recalling even that much, after what you've been through. At this point, it really does seem as though there's something significant hidden deeper in those ruins. It's getting harder and harder to presume anything else, isn't it? I think from now on, it might be a better idea to leave the old schoolhouse alone. What? What do you mean? The reason I sent you guys there in the first place was because I thought it might be a good training ground. But after what happened with Elise and with that elevator appearing, I feel conflicted about letting you go back. The principal is thinking about rescinding his requests for you guys to investigate that place too. But I object. Fee? It's ideal for us to keep ourselves trained for battle, right? And it seems like fighting and it seems like fighting down in there encourages us to cooperate better too. Much as it may lack weight coming from me, I'm inclined to agree. The effectiveness of combat links truly comes to the fore there. Yeah, the wind seems to suggest that to me as well. There's no denying it's dangerous, but I feel like I'd regret it if we just stopped here. Yeah, I have so many questions about that place, and I want some answers. I agree. Guys, I feel the same. Do you think you can talk to the principal and get him to change his mind? Looks like I don't have much of a choice, do I? Alright. I can't promise anything, but I'll do what I can to persuade the principal. But if anything else weird happens in there, I want you to report it to me immediately. Is that clear? Yes, instructor. Reen, I'm afraid I still can't accept your position. Oh? That you don't wish to succeed father as head of the family, or that you enrolled here because of that. Honestly, it seems to me that you aren't even certain yourself what you want for your life. And because of that, it's like you've lost your way. Well, am I right? I can't deny it. But this time, I was able to come back to my senses. I think enrolling here at Thor's was the best thing I've done for myself in a long time. It's given me the chance to start moving forward, little by little. And I owe that to my friends here. Really? I've got a lot to think about, but I want to find an answer that works not just for me, but for you, Mom, and Dad too. I know it's frustrating, but I hope you'll stick with me while I'm figuring things out. And I'm sorry for being such a crappy brother to you. Reen. Oh. Reen? Heimdall's not too far away. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon enough. We can talk about this more then, okay? Alright, that's a promise. You're really devoted to your sister, aren't you? Though I get the feeling it's way more than just devotion on her part. You think so? It's not like I spoil her or anything, and honestly, she can get pretty harsh towards me sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't say we get along badly or anything, but wow, he really is totally oblivious. She's 15, right? I've heard that nobles make their debut into high society when they turn 16. That's right. She'll be making her debut next year. I just hope she finds a guy who deserves her one day. Because I'm not letting just any old guy marry her, noble or not. He really can be dense sometimes. I almost feel sorry for his sister. Indeed. Nonchalantly stroking her head like he did was kind of cruel. Are they talking about me? Alright, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. Next, it's time to announce this week's field study locations. Here it comes, the moment of truth. Ugh. Are they planning to ship us off to this month? Green, Laura, Fee, Machias, Elliot, Rupia, Lisa, Emma, Eustace, Gaius. Oh, okay. So this time is Heimdall. Right. Okay. So this time is Heimdall. Next should be, I think next is Ruhr, and then finally is Laura's hometown. Then I don't remember the order. Oh, it looks like both groups are going to be the same. Are going to the same place. I assume we'll be divided. I assume we'll be dividing the work between our groups. Well, the capital is incredibly vast, so it seems like a logical solution. I will say, though, it does feel weird that they're putting both people who are from Heimdall into one group, when logically speaking, you would want to divide them up so that so each group has someone who's familiar with the locations to help them out, to help the rest of the group out. AKA, hi Toma. AKA have like Machias with me, Elliot with Group B, since Elliot and Machias are both from Heimdall. Group division aside, I'm certainly surprised at the choice of the capital as our destination. Yeah, you and I will have the home field advantage considering we're both from there. I guess this means I'll get to be in town for the summer festival after all. Instructor Sarah. Well, that's nice. I wish I could have some snow. Oh, whatever is the matter, my beloved pupil? Please don't call me that. I have no objections to our destination or the arrangement of the groups. But I can't quite shake the feeling that I'm being used again. It's true. It does appear you're the only one who changed groups from last month. That innocent whistling isn't fooling anyone. Oh wait, hang on. That innocent whistling isn't fooling anyone. That's better.
Your rank's gone up. Here's a little something from the academy. You did really well, Reen.
Alright, I did forget to open up my cheat sheet again. Three-day side quest, field study day 1. Boop and a boop. And this, that, with that.
All right, this is our chance to discuss what to do before they get here.
There we go. Now they're locked together properly. Oh, excuse me.
But to be honest, I don't really have any good ideas. How about you guys?
I can't say that I do. Unlike me and Eustace, at least Laura and Fee understand each other to some degree. Our group's performance in last month's field study wasn't amazing, but there were no actual conflicts or anything.
Yeah, that's all the more reason why I feel like we should step in and do something for them. But from what Elisa and Emma have told me, it seems like they have trouble connecting with each other.
Yeah, that's the impression I get too. It's not like they hate each other, they're just having trouble coming to terms with their differences.
On the one hand, we have the daughter of a noble military family, a knight in shining armor as it were. While on the other, we have a girl who spent her childhood on the battlefield running with Jaegers. Their upbringings couldn't be more different when you think about it. Maybe their values too.
You're right. I wonder if that's...
I apologize for the delay.
Hey! Good morning, Laura.
You're certainly the early bird today.
You needn't worry about us. We have no intention of causing trouble, and we're prepared to do what we can to form a combat link as soon as possible. It's not our intention to be confrontational towards one another. Is that not the case, Fee?
Yep. Don't worry. We won't bring the group down during the field study.
Well, if you say so.
That's not really what we're worried about.
Anyway, we should finish up our preparations and head over to the station. I'll bet Group B is waiting there for us already.
Agreed.
2,000 years later.
Only Toku mentioned was Sharivan, though they got copyright struck halfway through the stream since it was on YouTube. Why am I not surprised? Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Ready as we'll ever be. Alright. Let's get our tickets at the counter then. Well, the capital's only half an hour west, so at least the fare should be cheap. Morning, everyone. Let me guess, you're heading to Heimdall this month? That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdall, please. Coming right up. You know, the Capital Summer Festival is coming up in just 2 days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming into the capital to celebrate, so be careful out there. We will, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. Okay, that's 5 passengers headed for Heimdall. I'll have those tickets for you in a moment. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's a train to Heimdall every half hour, after all. So we're really headed to the capital. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. I have been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elise's academy is, but that's about it. Not to worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. It's a pretty big city, though. I'm not even sure where to start. Live action titles are First Lady Yakuza movie and Lovely Complex. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive, so let me give you a quick overview. Heimdall is, among many other things, the capital of this country, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugent Reise Arnor III. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of a travel brochure. Bah. Well, Heimdall is divided into 16 major districts. Each district's about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place. It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed it is. Crossbell is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000. Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has around 300,000 people. The Republic's capital is pretty big too, but I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdall. Huh, really? What? Oh, I was just wondering what kind of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. can hardly hazard a guess. Oh. Well, we don't know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Machias' home. I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Machias' dad is the governor, so maybe we'll be staying at his place? I think that's even less likely. My dad spends most of his time in his official residence, so I doubt anyone's gonna be at our family place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station, though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Honestly, she never really tells us anything, does she? I can't believe our field study dates coincide with the summer festival in Heimdall. I wonder if this is another one of Instructor Sarah's little schemes. I really wouldn't be surprised. Can't wait to see what horrors await us this month. That summer festival certainly seems to have caught your attention, though. Is it really that great? Oh yeah, biggest in the country. There are all kinds of exciting events, including loads of music-related things. Really now, that does sound fun. Hopefully you'll get a chance to drop by your home at some point too. Who knows? The capital's pretty massive after all. It's going to be a roll of the dice whether or not we're close enough. I'd really like to see all my friends again though, if I can. You seem kind of down. Something wrong? No, it's nothing. I mean, we're going on a field study, not a vacation, right? We can't let ourselves get carried up in the festival's atmosphere or we'll wind up with failing marks. I don't know if I've got the willpower to pull it off, though. Well, all we can do is try. St. Estrella Girls' School is in the capital, correct? If I'm not mistaken, that's the school your sister attends. Do you think you'll be visiting her? I might, if I get the chance. The last time we saw one another was only a few days ago, though. I feel kind of awkward going to see her again so soon. I suppose it does stand the reason that even siblings would worry about such social faux pas. Oh, yeah. You don't have any brothers or sisters, do you? I do not. I'm an only child. Although I have been asked by some of the girls I know to regard them as my younger sisters. Come to think of it, they're enrolled at St. Estrella as well. Girls' academies sure sound like interesting places. I hope Elise doesn't get corrupted by her environment. You really are a devoted brother. Or rather, come across as one who's devoted to most any... Or rather, you come across as one who's devoted to most anyone, aside from himself. You think so? I do. Perhaps much of this could have been avoided if I were more like you. She's got a lot on her mind. If only there was something I could do to help them. So, this month's field study is in the capital. We certainly won't be staying at my home, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if some of our tasks sent us there. Yeah, I guess your dad is pretty busy. I guess your dad is a pretty busy man, huh? He'd have to be, governing a city the size of Heimdall. Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. He barely has time to come home. Most days. And with all the preparation for the festival, I'd be surprised if we even saw him, much less an opportunity to talk to him. That would be a shame. It is what it is. I'll just be happy if we're able to fulfill some requests on his behalf, so we can lighten his load a bit. Sure. We'll all be more than happy to help. You and Elliot are going to be the stars this time around, after all. So you get to call the shots if you want. Well, it is our hometown. We'll take charge of things while we're here. At least in terms of city navigation. We'll be able to show you the way. We'll be able to show you the way to any facilities you need. Thanks. We'll be counting on you. Not going to have long. Not going to have long to enjoy the journey this time. Yeah, we're not staying too far from Trista. Do you enjoy traveling then? Somewhat. We used to travel a lot in the Corps. I see. Did you spend a lot of time admiring the view through train windows then? Sometimes. We traveled in airships and boats too. But sometimes we were stowed away in cargo holds. So we couldn't see anything. It's not like she's deliberately trying to annoy Laura or anything. And I don't think Laura actually wants to be irritated by her either. There's got to be some kind of common ground, something that helped get them through this. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing.
Go easy on me, okay? Okay then, let's draw! The same score means we draw again, right? Looks like you're up first. Really? You're playing that now? Bolt! Mirror! I didn't see that coming. The same score means we draw again, right? Looks like you're up first. I didn't see that coming. The same score means we draw again, right? Looks like you're up first. I didn't see that coming. The same score means we draw again, right? Looks like you're up first. I didn't see that coming. I'm paused.
Yeah, it's nothing special. There will be a much more in-depth card game from the third game on. Oh, I didn't mean that. I just meant to go play Blade Machias.
I'm not going to hold back.
No, I'm
Well then,
probably
go ahead
gonna
and draw.
lose this time.
I'll go first then. Bolt! 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 We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first. Mirror! Now you've done it. Mirror!
Yeah, I
Looks
lost.
like I win this time.
Then let us begin our duel. Please draw a card.
I'm
Then
probably
I'll make the
losing
first
again.
move. Divine Bolt. Divine Bolt. Divine Bolt. Divine Bolt. Mirror. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
Okay, I won this time.
Well done.
I just had the most higher numbered cards.
Let the battle begin. We draw here, right? Guess we'd better draw again. You're first, I guess. Guess we'd better draw again. You're first, I guess. Ouch. Take this. Guess we'd better draw again. I'm first. Crap. Take this. Ouch. Crap. Mirror. Guess we'd better draw again. You're first, I guess. Guess we'd better draw again.
Yep,
Looks like
I
I
lose.
win.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdall. Our next stop is Heimdall, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Whew! Looks like we're almost there. Indeed. It doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdall's just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true. That is true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day, after all.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Yay, I don't have to read.
Wait, what?
Oh, hi, Claire.
You're that...
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Dad?
Oh, hi, Carl.
Huh.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias's father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias's father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of
I
Class
just
7.
realized, am I in the right? Technically, I'm not. So let's move there. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall, but I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Oh, hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodging and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you would mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies. I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thor's Military Academy's board of directors. You what? How? First Eustace's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Machias's father? It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. I can assure you, the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I wasn't sure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right to assume there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the board of directors, and that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodging for all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short of time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the east half of the city, and the other group the west. The city is big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same city. We're in the same place. Indeed. I'm sure you've seen yourselves. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdall is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of Vancouver Street, while Group B's tasks focus on the area west of Vancouver Street. Must be an important street. I believe Vancouver Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of the field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now I'd like each group to take one of the holy fuck, I can't read. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. This envelope looks just like the one we usually get with our field study itinerary. But what about this address and key? Oh, Alto Street. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep. Can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. I seem to remember Vesta being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Dad, are these... That's right. The addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodging before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. My apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on, just... I'm not sure what to make of all of it. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to see a lot more... I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more playful. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he managed to fulfill his responsibilities as governor somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth. But people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction. Far less than his fellow reformist, Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting spaces from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus in the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnitz's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course. I wish you well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible. It's so vast. The size of this city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. They're similar to... There's something of an icon here in Heimdall. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Oh, excuse me. Amazing. All of that and so many orbital cars on the road too. Ah, is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, a residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although, from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thanks. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really does seem like an army officer. She really doesn't seem like an Fuck! She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed. Though the Railway Military Police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affair. I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all that, and some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. All right, I suppose we ought to get moving. Yeah, we'll need to hop a tram. We'll need to hop a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the address we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. All right. Bye for now, then. Give me 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom. Wow. Feels like it's been ages since I was home. So, this is Elliot's house. Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry for the wait. What? Is she looks just like Elliot. Hey sis, I'm home. Elliot? Whoa. Oh my. It's you. It's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee. Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today. As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either. So you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is... Give me 1 second. Important phone call. I thought it was my doctor's office. It was just a robocall from my doctor's office, reminding me of an appointment at the end of the week. Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy, too. Is everyone in the family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyway? Well... this is a different doctor's appointment, but thank you, Toma. Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it something secret you can't talk about? Oh, no, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army? Really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the army, it sounds really familiar. Wait, your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig? Decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's armed forces? That's our dad, alright. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army. And he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division? It kind of threw me when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you'd wind up talking with him outside of class. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot. Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address from where we're staying. No, we've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess you finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hugs anymore. I feel a little sad, but I guess we are all growing up. I guess we are all grown up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area. At least, not that I know of. Huh? None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure. It's written right here. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracers Guild used to be? Oh, a guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. Though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go and have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. Aw, I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer. But if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It'd make my day if you drop by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble, I'm not going to turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. All right, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. Okay, almost 2 hours into the stream. And there's still going to be more talking. But, oh, wrong way. That's what happens when I play Trails of Cold Steel. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. I didn't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I'm guessing Group B was fixed up in the other one, then. So there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah. Back when the guild still had presence in Heimdall, there were 2 branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago, though. So not many pay much attention to these buildings now. Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really? It's more than that's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new, considering they've been gone for over a year. Oh, that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set by terrorists. That's an unsettling thought. It's just a rumor, though. There's no proof or anything. Must have been that operation. Nothing. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us the key, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it up? Don't mind me, I'm just reading something real quick. You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy inside. There's some kind of notice posted up on some of the walls and bulletin boards. It seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently, it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we're in town. Which part are we staying in, then? There's nothing but a reception counter down here. So I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little too far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not gonna complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. All right. Now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. The tasks Makia's father selected certainly show the variety one would expect from a city this size. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our groups covering the area east of Anchor Street. So it might be a good idea to go around and scope out all these places before noon. Oh, excuse me. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. We can use the orbital tram to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two all right with being our travel guides? Of course. Might as well put our knowledge to use. It may be hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. Sis said she'll fix dinner for us, so let's head back here when it starts getting late. Yeah. Once we're done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. Let's do all we can to ensure we're not shown up by Group B. Excuse me. Alright, do time outside, ride the tram or use quick travel. There's also new recipes you can pick up. Go to Vancouver Street, enter Plaza by Frost, receptions. Alright, I have that. Chapter 6 to 8. bookstore at the opposite end, then pick up the puppy strap accessory from exchange for some goods during the end of the game. You can also find a fishing spot in Draco's Plaza. Okay. So, this is Vanker Street. Sure is busy. Of course, it's the biggest street in Heimdall. There's more to it than just Plaza Bifrost. There's more to it than just Plaza Bifrost too. Which means you'll see a lot of different types of people. Different types of people and different types of orbital vehicles, it seems. Well, that's partly due to the Imperial Transportation Act that came in effect last year. Don't run into the road, Machias. You're the last person I need treating me like a child. Anyway, it sounds like we'll be... about my mic. It sounds like we'll be coming here a lot during our visit. We'd better take the chance to familiarize ourselves with the shops here. Just top ourselves up. Alright, so I have everything there. Didn't mean that. Alright, guide said to buy this. Let me just grab a couple. Stock up on a couple of things. Confusion is my worst enemy in this game. Don't know why I'm not topped up on that. Let's... I'm gonna go back to Alto Street and go do the and go do that non-required quest first. Welcome back, Elliot. Seeing you walk in, it's like nothing's changed. Glad to see you're doing well, Hemming. Is he an old friend of yours? Yep. Let me introduce you. Hemming used to be a famous musician, but now he's settled down and owns this place. Fiona and I have known him since we were kids, and we owe him a lot. This place is pretty popular too. If you're involved with music in Heimdall, you probably know Etoile. Fascinating. I wasn't even aware that this place existed. It's kind of relaxing. Thank you. Now that the introductions are out of the way, you sent a request for us to take care of, didn't you? I did, in fact. Can you start right away? Should we read? Sure. Mind telling us what you need? The request mentioned that one of your favorite records is smashed. That's right. It happened while I was trying to change around the store's layout. I ended up knocking one of the shelves over by mistake, which in turn led to the record falling out and shattering. What terrible luck. Which record was it? Tragically enough, it was Amber Amore. Oh no! You play that every night! And if it came out over 30 years ago, it has become rather hard to find, yes. You know your music. The Wind Orchestra would be proud. Maybe. I've got plenty of other records to play while I look for a replacement, so it's not an insurmountable problem. I'm more worried about the fact that I have an old friend stopping by this evening who really loves that song. That's why I'd like to ask you if you can find me a replacement before the end of the day. Makes sense. I assume you've searched all the nearby record stores already? I did, but none of them had it in stock. This is a big city, though. I haven't given up on it just yet. Which is why I sent the request to you. Which is why I sent the request your way. We have our work cut out for us. Does anyone know any stores that might sell old records? You might want to ask Fiona about that. Oh yeah, I suppose a piano instructor would know where to buy records. Probably knows every store. My thoughts exactly. She's probably our best bet. Then we know where to start. Hopefully she'll be able to help us. Look at you kids, already formulating a plan. Here, Elliot. This should cover the cost of the record if you manage to find it. Thanks. Okay, we're off to find that record. I'm sure you will. Wrong button. Oh, hello everyone. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, we hope so. Oh no, poor Hemming. That might be a hard record to find, though. As far as I can remember, most stores here don't stock it anymore. That's what we were afraid of. But that's why we came to you. We thought you might know some other way we can get our hands on it. This is something of a long shot. But have you asked over in Plaza Bifrost on Vanker Street? That's not a suggestion I was expecting. Same here. I don't remember there being any music stores in there. Did they add one a while ago? Did they add one while I was gone? Not within the building itself, no. However, Plaza Bifrost actually has a number of partner stores all throughout the city, some of which sell records. Excuse me. So if you ask there, they'll be able to check if any of them have a copy in stock. That's quite the trick. I'm impressed. Well, you learn these kinds of things as you grow up. Aren't you lucky to have such a reliable sister, Elliot? And so humble too. But I can't deny that you've really helped us out. Thanks a lot. We'll head straight for Plaza Bifrost now. Just remember to be careful. She's really crazy about her brother, isn't she? Yeah, kind of jealous. Mr. Pot, Mr. Kettle's called. Well, yeah, this game is basically Germanic, a Germanic-like environment with Nordic elements added in, or at least the Trails of Cold Steel series. Welcome to Plaza Bifrost. Is there anything I can help you with? We're looking for a specific item, and heard that this was the place to ask. That's right. What can I help you find today? We're trying to find a record that came out roughly 30 years ago. It's called Amber Amour. Is there any chance that someone here would have it in stock? Amber Amour. Allow me to get in touch with an affiliate store. Please bear with me as I do so. Thank you for waiting. Did you manage to find it? I'm afraid not. I contacted all 5 stores, but none of them had any copies. I'm afraid. That's less than ideal. Can you ask anyone else? Unfortunately not. I'm afraid you might have to inquire elsewhere. However, before we resort to that, it is possible for us to contact the record maker and ask them to send us a copy. Would that be of interest to you? How long would it take to arrive? Depends on the company, but anywhere from a week to a month, I'd say. Oh. Unfortunately, we were asked to find a copy by tonight. While I appreciate the offer, there's not much point in getting it a week from now. So you need it right away. Then might I suggest you visit Ost District? There's a very reliable second-hand store there that might have it. Oh right, I didn't think of that. Didn't realize there were second-hand stores in Heimdall. Don't you live in Ost District, Machias? Not only do I live there, I know the woman who runs the store. The store's name is Emrod. The store's named Emrod's. I'm fairly certain they sell old records. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Fine by me. We really appreciate all the help you've given us. My pleasure. I do hope you find what you're looking for. Ah, I keep hitting the wrong freaking button to sprint. I didn't mean to do that. Huh. There's a lot of old looking buildings in this area, but it doesn't look especially run down. It wasn't included in the city's redevelopment plans, but they took good care of it, but they take good care of it nowadays. Once my father and Chancellor Osborne came into power, at least. The two of them managed to improve the employment numbers around here, and in turn, the standard of living. That's why they're so popular here in Heimdall. Chancellor Osborne in particular is famous for holding his ground against even the most influential nobles. Interesting. So does that mean we're near your home? We're near your house, Machias? Yeah, relatively. While there isn't much to see here, everyone gets along pretty well, and they're always there for each other. On that note, there are a number of people who I'd like to see before we leave, but I'll do that later. Fine by me. Let's go.
Looks like we've hit a dead end.
This area seems easy to get lost in.
Kitties. Machias, what are you doing back here? Yo, Machias. Didn't think you'd show your ugly mug around here again so quickly. Some people never grow up. I'd hope that you'd quit the delinquent act and actually try studying for once. Shut it. You ain't got the right to tell us what to do. Damn straight. Pattery's number one here. Pattery's number one here in the Ost District. So don't even try to mess with her. Come on, Pattery. Show them how scary we are. Right. Listen up, jackass. You sure you don't need thicker glasses? Looks like you're getting blinder by the day. Eat that, Dork Lord. You sure know some, interesting people. I wish I didn't. Ah! More kitties. Oh, that's Machias' house. Well, here it is. This is my house. Huh. Wouldn't be able to guess that the governor of Heimdall lived here. Sorry, I didn't mean that in a bad way. No harm done. Mind if we go inside? Well, is there any reason to? It's empty right now anyway, since my dad lives in his official residence most of the time. Right. Let's get out of here. Oh, another kitty.
That's 3 cats now.
Oh, what a little cutie.
There have always been a lot of cats around here. Not sure why, though.
Welcome. Oh, hey, Machias. Huh? What are you doing here? What happened to your grandmother? It's kind of odd not to see her here. She called it quits, basically. So now the store's all mine. Really? No need to freak out. I'm handling things pretty well. Anyway, be sure to drop by. If you're ever in the neighborhood. I don't have too many years on me, but I know what I'm doing. Right. Anyway, there's something I'd like to ask. We're searching for a specific record. Do you know if you have Amber Amore in stock here, by any chance? Let me have a look, okay? Sorry for the wait. Is this the one? Thank you very much. So, is that the one? Yep, it's the real deal. It's in really good conditions considering that it's secondhand too. Hemming will be ecstatic to see this. Now, how much is it? It's 10 whole whopping % off the original price. Only 10%? That's still pretty expensive. Hey, I'm trying to run a business here. It's a fair price given how well the record's managed to hold its value. I figured it'd be more than regular price since it's so rare. See, she gets it. It'd be way more than retail price if it were out of print too. 10%, take it or leave it. Well, we'll take it then. This should cover it. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, we found what we need. Yeah, let's bring it back to Hemming. Let's see what else you got. Yes, please. Any regular quartz that you can make that might be useful for me? All right. Oh, didn't mean to go to Venker. Nope, didn't want to talk to you. So, you found it after all. Somehow, yeah. It's all yours. Sorry I couldn't find you a brand new one. Oh, no need to worry. You've really saved my evening. Now I don't have to worry about disappointing my friend. How wonderful to hear. Yeah. All that searching was worth it. Well, you can't go without a reward, so here. It's one of our desserts. Thank you very much. It looks so good that I sort of want to eat it right now. That's quite the compliment. Well then, best of luck with the rest of your field study. And that's the song we were searching for playing right now. That's off. Drekel's Plaza. Garnier District. Alright, let's go back to Vanker and do this one. I hate that I hit the wrong button all the fucking time. I know it's not the shoulder. I know it's not the fucking left trigger.
Isn't this...
But I keep hitting it because I keep thinking it is.
Imperial Chronicle newspaper.
Or I'm too used to it for other games, sprinting. Hello, how can I help you? Hi, we're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're here to follow up on a request someone made of us. Ah, I see. You must be Class 7 then. Would you like me to call the man who made the request out to meet you? Yes, please. Understood. Please take a seat on the sofa over there, then. While I do so. Oh, hey, it's you again. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Norton, a photographer here at the Imperial Chronicle. I've actually met Reen here before. Though. Glad to see you're keeping well. Likewise. Nice to see you again. Didn't expect I'd run into you like this, though. You know him? Yeah, I met him during our field study last month. Right, back when you were in the Nord Highlands. Yup, I was there at the same time. I really owe Reen and the rest of his group for everything they did for me. I probably wouldn't have gotten pictures as good as I did if it weren't for them. Now you're exaggerating things. I'll take the compliment though. I wouldn't mind having you folks with me next time I head out. Okay, enough hopes and dreams. Let's talk about the details of this request. I'm guessing it's summer festival related. How could it not be? It's always got us scrambling this time of year. So basically, I want you to help take some of the weight off our shoulders. And how would we do that exactly? We need you to help us make a tourist pamphlet, essentially. We put these things out on a regular basis, but this one's made specifically for the festival. But like I said, we're so swamped around here that it's really dragging. Sounds tough. I assume you won't be asking us to actually write the thing, will you? No. We wouldn't go that far. We need you to go to some of the featured stores and do a couple of things. First up, you need to collect each store's comment for the pamphlet. Don't worry. We've asked them to write them in advance. After that, we need you to take a picture of the store and its employees for us. And just to make sure everything's the way it should be sure to read each store's comment back to them. That sounds very doable. Yeah. Reed knows how to use a camera too. So we shouldn't run into any issues. Is that so? I'm hardly an expert, but I know how to work one at least. Now that we know what we have to do, just how many stores will we be visiting exactly? 5 in total. They're all in Vanker Street, too, so you won't be running around too much. You'll find the first 2 in Plaza Bifrost. You'll be looking for Weston House, which is a general grocery store, and Mimosa, a coffee shop of sorts. Then, south of Plaza Bifrost, you'll find a weapons shop named Watson's, followed by Lumiere Orbital Factory south of that. Last but not least, Lesage, which is right next to Lumiere's. You got all that, Machias? Yeah, that's a lot of stops, but I doubt we'll have any problems. Yeah, they're all on the west side of Vanker Street, so you're not exactly going to get lost. Well, that's everything. That's everything you need to know. Any questions? Nope, we're good. Great. You're gonna need this then. I'm heading back to work now, so I'm counting on you. Get Citron to give me a shout when you've been to all the stores. I'd appreciate it if you'd give her. I'd appreciate if you give her the comments and the camera when you're done too. Will do. Okay, let's get started. Alright, let's start with Plaza Bifrost since it's right here. Welcome to Weston House. Thanks. We're here to do a favor for the Imperial Chronicle. Ah, yes. My contact there said you'd be dropping by. Here's our comment. Thanks. Let me read this back to you just to make sure everything's in order. Letting our customers leave with a smile is our greatest honor. So please pay us a visit on your next trip to Heimdall. Is that okay? Wow. It sounds so embarrassing when you read it out loud like that. But even so, that's right. Great. Now for a picture, if you don't mind. Okay. Let's say cheese. Much appreciated. Oh, please, it was nothing. Next one would be right here. Welcome, table for 5. Not right now. We're here for the Imperial Chronicle. Ah, right. They told me to expect you. I've got her comment right here. Thanks. I'll read this out loud just to make sure it's correct. Let us provide you with a moment of luxury during your time in the capital. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Okay. Next we have to take a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thanks for your cooperation. Anytime. Thanks for doing all this. That's it for the stores in here. Next is Watson. Welcome. Feel free to take a look around. We're actually here on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Yeah. They told me you'd be stopping by. There you go then. Thank you very much. Can I take a look? Sure. Mind reading it back to him too? Let's see. We've gained our customers' trust with our long-standing tradition of expertise. How does that sound? Perfect. Okay. Next we gotta take a picture of the store. Make sure I look cool in it now. I'll try. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Speaking of weapons store... Ah, shit, right. Fee doesn't need that. I have to change her armor up. I need Fee to have the armor with the high evasion stat. Next is Lumiere. Hey there, welcome to Lumiere Orbital Factory. What can I do for you? We're actually here on behalf of the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, for the pamphlet. Yeah, I heard about that. Well, here you go. Thank you very much. Just to recap, stop by Lumiere Orbital Factory for all your orbment related needs. Ooh, excuse me. Does that sound right? You bet it does. Right then. Next up is taking a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Not at all. And with you, it's gonna be all the same stuff that I can get normally. Oh wait, customize weapons. Ah, I'm out of U metals. And I don't think... Yep, nope, this game won't let me buy U metal. Last but not least, Lesage. Welcome to Lesage. I can tell from your uniforms that you're Thor's students. That's right. How did you know? We made those uniforms in this very store. Really? Aha. This store does share its name with the boutique in Trista, now that I think about it. This is Lesage's maiden branch. Back to business. Have you come in search of something specific, or are you here just to browse? Well, neither. I see. I was told to expect someone to swing by. Here's our comment, if you please. Thank you. Please, allow me to read it back to you. If you want to stay on the cutting edge of fashion, you want to shop Lesage. Is this acceptable? It is indeed. Now for a picture of the store. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Right. Now, right then, I think that's all of them. Yeah, let's report back to Norton. Yeah, that's a big drop in defense stats. And you don't need that, and you guys don't need that. All right. Don't have anything I need. And we're back. Good day, everyone. I assume you finished Norton's request? That we have. Here you go. Thank you very much. I'll go call Norton back out here. So please make yourselves comfortable on the sofa. Nice work out there. Just had the photos you took developed too, and gave them a once over. How were they? I was a bit nervous knowing that a pro would be looking at them. Let me tell you, there was no need for that. You took some nice shots. They're just right for this. That's a relief. Nice! Good for you. Do all the comments seem to be in order? Yep. Looks good to me. Now all we gotta do is plan out the pamphlet layouts and we'll be done. That's wonderful. Running around Vanker Street was worth it then. I'll say. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You did great work. Oh, right. Can't forget to hand over your reward. Here you go. That's very nice of you. Thanks. Time for me to go back to work. Feels like a lot less to handle thanks to all of you. Alright, so the next quest... That's off. Drykel's Plaza. Alright, so... Travel to Drykel's Plaza. The large building you can see in the distance is Valflame Plaza. Is Valflame Palace, home of the Imperial family and the government. I can see a statue of Emperor Drykel's the Lionheart in the center of the plaza as well. This is the one place in the capital that never gets any less stunning, no matter how many times I see it. Well, we've come all the way out here. We might as well go take a closer look. Yep. Alright, so let's do that first. So this is Valtling Palace. This is where the Imperial government is headquartered. To, right? Yeah. It's a pretty imposing building, though. Looking up at it, one can really appreciate the grand scale of this nation. True. Oh, you're all here too? Wait, what are you guys doing here? Totally coincidence. It's not like we were planning to run into you here. Isn't your group supposed to be focusing on the western half of the city? I seem to recall your group being assigned to cover the east side, and yet here you are. Ah, this must be where our areas overlap. Have you been going around exploring all the places on your list too? Yes, we only arrived here by tram a little while ago. How's everything coming along, Fee? Not bad. Still, in a city this big, it's quite a coincidence to just run into each other like this. True, perhaps fate keeps trying to bring us together. I take it they put you all up in an old guild house too then? Yeah. I have to say, I didn't see that coming. Your dad seems like he's the meddling type, Machias. I wish I could disagree. I'm sure he has his reasons. We've explored about half of our assigned areas so far. How about you? Yeah, I'd say we've been to about half of ours too. I see. It seems we all have some more legwork ahead of us. Yeah. Let's give it our best out there. Oh, hey. Why don't we all get lunch together later? That sounds wonderful. There's no guarantee we'll be able to get together again during our visit after all. True. It'd be a perfect chance to exchange information as well. I have no objections. All right. Just give us a call on the Arcus when you're ready to take a break for lunch. We'll do the same. Sounds like a plan. Back to exploring then. Yeah. Let's move on to the next area. Later, everyone. Later. Alright. Let's get back to exploring then. Right. Let's see if we can finish scouting out our assigned areas before noon. Welcome. Would you like some gelato? Excuse me. I'd like to... Oh, wow. There are a lot of you today. How many will you be having, and what flavors? I'll take lemon. Don't play along with her. Unfortunately, we haven't come to purchase your assuredly delicious gelato. We were sent by the governor to assist you with a request. Oh, so that's why you're here. Sorry about that. No worries. May I ask what you need our help with? Of course. It was a customer who stopped by for some gelato the other day, you see. He told me all about how his hat was a handmade gift he received from someone very special to him. Ironically, he dropped it by my stall, and there's been no sign of him ever since. That's no good. Especially if it was so important to him. He was probably devastated after he realized he lost it too. Which means he's most likely frantically searching for it as we speak. The catch being that he's unaware of where exactly he dropped it. Yep, that's probably it. I could have given it back to him by now if he were a regular customer, but he's definitely not. Well, if you knew who he was, this wouldn't be a problem. How old do you think he was? I'd say in his 20s, at least. He did mention that he was from the Ost district. That's all I know, though. Sorry. How many 20-something males are in Heimdall? More than would make this easy. Still, knowing he's from the Ost district should make things easier. Oh yeah, that's where your house is, isn't it? Exactly. The Ost district has a strong sense of community. And I know a pub owner who may know something. So I assume he'll find himself. So I assume we'll find him eventually. Then I see no reason not to go to the pub. Probably our best bet. Could we take the hat with us, Jasmine? Of course. Here you go. Thank you. Okay, Machias, lead the way. Of course. The pub's called Gamgee. No, the pub's called Gamgee's, and it's owned by a man named, well, Gamgee. It's located around the center of the district. Pubs are always good for getting information. Good luck finding him. I owe you some gelato for this. Don't worry. I'll make sure he gets his hat back. Ah, geometry. Ooh, key. Long time no see, Gamgee. Machias. Didn't expect to see you back so soon. Did Carl call you back to help with the summer festival or something? Not exactly. Then again, this is my father we're talking about. That might have been his plan all along. Guess you haven't outgrown your habits of overthinking things. Either way, glad to see you're doing well. Make yourself at home. I hope you kids stick with him too. He's stubborn as a mule, but a good guy at heart. Will do. Well, we're well aware. Thanks. But to make matters at hand, there's something I'd like to ask you, Gamgee. Could you take a look at this hat for us? We're searching for its owner. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I figured. Oh, I remember now. Jim's wife made this for him after they got married. The guy was crazy about it and wouldn't stop showing it off, so I tried my best to erase the damn thing from my mind. So it's Jim's, isn't it? I'm surprised he dropped something that important to him, though. Well, hurry up and give it back to him. Probably cry tears of joy. Last I heard, he's off work today, so you should find him at his house. Just try to keep this a secret from his wife if you can. Things could get awkward if she heard that he dropped it, I guess. Discretion might be a good idea. Do you know where he lives? Yeah. Step outside, take a slight right, and head down the steps. It's directly ahead. Thank you for the information, Gamgee. Don't sweat it. Oh, right. I already talked to those cats. That's the wife we're not supposed to tell, but he's not here. So, oops. Oh, hello there, Machias. You don't have a hat on your model. Why do you have a hat on in your chat box? Doesn't seem like Jim's home. Yeah, let's ask Grasse where he is. You wouldn't happen to know where Jim is, would you? You just missed him, actually. He wandered out a short while ago without so much as a word. He's been acting a bit odd for the past few days, too. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you? No, of course not. Right. What did you need him for, anyway? Oh, Gamgee wanted me to pass a message on to him, that's all. Well, that's the kind of thing you'd want to do face to face. He shouldn't have gone too far. Thanks for letting us know. Sorry for intruding. Okay, that way. Come on, tram, hurry up. Really wish I could remember where I dropped it. Hey, Jim! There you are. Found him just in time. Yeah, it wouldn't have been easy to find him if he'd gotten on the tram. Did you say find him? Were you looking for me for some reason? That we were. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? My hat. I can't believe it. This is it. The hat that Grasse made me. Oh, thank Adios. I've been looking all over for this for the past few days. Where in the world did you find it? We didn't find it at all. The lady at the gelato stall by the plaza picked it up after you dropped it. Oh. Now that I think about it, I do remember taking it off over there since my head was getting itchy. And then... you accidentally dropped it? Is that... Oops. I had no idea you were here, Grasse. Sorry, Machias. I decided to follow you after I realized what happened. I can't believe you, Jim. Not only did you drop the hat, you didn't even tell me the truth about it. Sorry. I just didn't want to upset you. I understand how you felt, but you should have just told me. Didn't you swear never to keep anything from me when we got married? I'm more upset over the fact that you broke that oath than anything else. You're right. I'm so sorry. I should have told you right away. I'll forgive you this time. Thank you so much for returning it to him. I couldn't be more grateful. This is even close to a proper reward, but here. Are you sure we can have these? Oh, by all means. Please, give our thanks to the lady at the gelato stall, too. Of course. Well then, let's go home, darling. We wouldn't want to waste your day off now, would we? No, we would not. Again, thank you all so much for this. So you managed to find him then? Thank goodness. How can I ever repay you? I think you're overestimating what we actually did. Don't worry about it. That's not true at all. Speaking of which, you must all be exhausted after all that running around. How about some gelato to refresh yourselves? You mean it? Wow, thank you. It's the least I can do. What a treat. Thank you. They look deliciously refreshing. Alright. And with that, time to go beat up a monster. My name's Noble. How on the nose? I run the Durhamel Hotel, which unfortunately... Garnier. Only place I haven't been to yet. And I ain't gonna fault them. Gelato is good. This is the Garnier district. It's famous for being home to Heimdall Opera House, as well as a bunch of expensive jewelry stores and hotels. So it's kind of an entertainment district then. Doesn't seem like the kind of place we'd be spending much time in, at least. I had the opportunity to have gelato before at Grand Central, back when I lived in New York. It was really good. There's a casino in one of the clubs around here too. It probably goes without saying, but it's completely off limits to us. I have to admit, I am curious. Boo. I can do without the casino, but I'd love to see something at the opera house someday. I mean, their operas are the face of Erebonian culture, aren't they? No, after all. I'd love to see one too, especially if I can get one of the box seats. They must be amazing to earn such high praises from you two. But right now, we've got a request to take care of. So let's take a look around. A fine idea. This way to this. Yep, that's it.
So this is the Opera House, huh? Might be nice to see a show sometime.
You need to reserve your seats 2 months in advance, though.
And that's just for the cheap seats.
Okay, so it hasn't turned into an actual armor shop yet. Welcome to Durhamel. Excuse us. We're here to learn more about the requests we received from this hotel. Is the manager available? He should know who we are if you mention that we're from Thor's military academy. Oh, yes, we've heard all about you. Unfortunately, however, Noble had to leave on urgent business. He should be back during the afternoon, though, so might I request that you return then? That's the case. There isn't much for us to do if he isn't here, so leaving this request for later seems like our only option. Yeah, let's go take care of the others then. Got it. Well, I've taken care of all the other requests already. After visiting the assigned areas and completing their mandatory tasks. Alright. Noon and long past. Whew. I just want you all to know, I don't normally eat that much. Considering the size of the capital, I'm not surprised we worked up such an appetite running around. Well, I guess now we ought to have plenty of energy to make some good progress this afternoon. Indeed, although... Is there really nothing we can do about these two? This is getting ridiculous. They seem uncomfortable during the entire meal. I can only hope we'll be able to find some way to reconcile their differences soon. I know, but nothing good ever comes from rushing these things. I've got a feeling they're going to get over it on their own. I hope you're right. Anyway, we should go back now. No, we should get back to work. It shouldn't take us too much longer to finish things up. Yeah, I think we've got maybe one mandatory task left. Yeah, and that one we just couldn't do, and that one we just couldn't do because the client was out at the time. Well, hopefully he's back by now. We'll go check in. We'll go check in when we get a chance. We'll see you all again at some point. I hope this field study proves fruitful for us. Agreed. Good luck, everyone. Catch you later. All right, let's head back to the hotel in the Garnier district. Let's hope the manager's back in time. All right, fast travel Garnier. Fast travel hotel. And hello there. Welcome to Durhamel. Might you be searching for a room? Oh, good. It seems like the owner's back. Actually, we're here about a monster extermination request you placed. Oh, you came to take care of that for us, did you? You all seem rather young. Are you sure you'll be able to handle it? We have significant experience in monster extermination. I don't foresee any problems. Can you explain what exactly you'd like us to do? Well, if you insist. The request involves the eradication of a monster currently living underneath this hotel. Underneath? You see, beneath this city lies a network of underground passes, built during the Middle Ages. One of those passages happens to lead directly into this hotel's basement. So it was originally constructed during the so-called Dark Ages. I see. I seem to remember reading something like that in a book a while back. Yeah. These tunnels have apparently been unattended for a long time now. Correct. However, lately there seems to be a concerning increase in the number of monsters inhabiting the passage. An employee went to investigate and brought back a report of a particularly large creature in there as well. Before, we'd occasionally put in requests to the guild to clear out the monsters underground, but that isn't an option this time, as the guild branches in the city closed over a year ago. Doesn't sound good. Our customers certainly won't be able to rest easy with dangerous creatures prowling around beneath the hotel. Do you think you can take care of this matter for us? Certainly. Just leave everything to us. Can you explain how we're to enter the underground passage? First, you'll need this key. Use it to unlock the door on the opposite side of this entrance hall. That will lead you down into the underground passage. However, I'm afraid I know nothing of the passage's layout, including how vast the network of tunnels is. Please do be careful down there. We will. Alright. As soon as we're prepared, let's head down into the underground passage. Roger. We're going to need to make sure we've got all our equipment prepped and ready.
Oh my.
Lady Clotilde, is it time for you to depart?
Yes, I'll be stepping out for a while. But more importantly, who do we have here?
Oh, doesn't her voice sound familiar?
No way! Vita Clotilde? Whoa! I can't believe it! It's really her! I never thought I'd actually get the chance to meet her.
Wait, who is this now?
You three! Don't just stand there staring! You're in the presence of the legendary opera singer Vita Clotilde! The Azure Diva herself!
The Azure Diva, huh? I do recall hearing that name at some point.
Wait, you don't know who she is?
I'm not surprised. Opera is a world unto itself. I expect there are multitudes who have never heard of me before.
Ah, yes, I'm sure the game designers picked that specific angle for no reason at all.
I'm Vita Clotilde, an opera singer. I'd be delighted if you would come and hear me sing sometime.
It's a pleasure to meet you. She's really pretty. By the way, I couldn't help but notice your uniforms. You're all students then. Did you come here in hopes of getting my autograph by any chance? Of course we did! What other reason will we possibly have to be here? Okay, cool your jets, you two. In other words, stop being horny. We're all students from Thor's military academy in Trista. We came to the capital on a field study, started making our rounds, and ended up here. Aw, what a way to take the wind out of my sails. But a military academy, you say? Could that mean you've come to take care of the beasts in the underground passage? Yep, I'm just about to get started. Just leave the monsters to us. We'll have it down. No, we'll have it down for the count before you know it. I'm relieved to hear that. I've been quite worried ever since I first heard about it. Still, you said you're here on a field study. My, schools these days certainly put their students through some challenging coursework. I doubt there are any other academies in the country with a curriculum quite like ours. Ah, I'm sorry, but I need to be on my way or I'll be late for my rehearsal. If you'll excuse me. Oh, apologies for our delaying you. Not at all. It made for a pleasant diversion. I wish you all the best with your field study. I'm sure it won't be easy. Wow. She's even prettier in person than she is in photographs. Yeah, nothing compares to the real thing. Oh no, we forgot to get her autograph. Aw, what a shame. Still, she seemed to be a fine woman. Not only beautiful, but considerate and patient as well. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that impression too. So she's a famous opera singer, huh? Wait a second. Something about her seems kind of familiar. What's wrong, you two? Nothing. Probably just my imagination. Anyway, there's some creature waiting down there for us to serve it an eviction notice. The door to the underground is on the right hand side of the hall. Once once we're ready to go. I'd say we're ready to go. Well, the door's unlocked now. It sounds like it's quite a maze down there. Yeah. We should probably make sure we're well prepared before going in. It also seems like a wise idea to make sure we finished all our other tasks first. There's no hidden shit before I do that, right? Nope. Okay, good. Let's go kill us some monsters. So, this is what the underground passage looks like inside. Wow. It seems crazy they built something like this in the Middle Ages. Seems like the monsters we're after must be pretty deep inside too. Laura, V, just to be sure, you're both ready to begin exploring, right? Of course. If I couldn't be of service in situations like these, it'd be pointless for me to be here after all. Same here. I've got your back. I think it's about time we finally formed a successful combat link, Fee. We may have different approaches to combat, but we both show our true worth on the battlefield. I doubt you wish to bring further shame upon yourself, and I feel the same. True. I'll try to match the rhythm of your breathing. We'll do everything we can to support you too. All right, let's go. Yeah, I think we'll keep it like this. Alright, just to be on the safe side, because I know my power likes to get a little fucky sometimes. Alright, let's just keep going straight.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Hello, you weird things.
I welcome all challengers.
Here we go! Alright, let's do this!
I'll handle it.
Cool, they can't form a combat link. Alright, Reen and Fee.
Here I go.
Give it up, everyone!
My turn. Off guard.
I'll bed you up!
My turn.
Go!
I'll handle it.
Right! Is everybody okay? Enemies ahead!
Okay.
We'll have to fight! My turn! Give it up, everyone!
Too slow.
Go!
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Oh wow, yeah, they can't do shit to me.
My turn!
Right! Unite!
Here we go!
My turn.
Unite!
My turn!
Your turn.
Of course. Evil will fall before my blade.
Oh, they couldn't do shit to me because I just upped my defense
What a nice
high
looking
enough.
treasure chest.
Miss glasses. Is this the dungeon that introduces the really creepy monsters, or were they not until Cold Steel 2?
Enemy sighted! Take him
My
out!
turn. Now.
Got him! My turn! Alright, let's do this!
Give it up, everyone!
Right.
Here. Your turn.
Isn't strong enough.
Oh, cool.
My
It got
turn.
the instant kill on Laura.
There!
Listen to my song of feeling.
My turn.
Oh, let's accept KOs.
You have my thanks.
Yeah, I got the instant kill on Makia.
turn.
Elliot.
Thanks.
Go!
Of course. You still have a lot of training to do.
There's the puffy bat.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn. Here.
My turn! Alright,
Leave
let's
it
do
to me.
this!
My turn. Right. Fool.
Too slow. My turn.
Is everybody okay?
Oh. Ladder. Right. Forgot the reason I was coming here.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
And this is before they added the ability to just jump down ledges.
Watch out, guys!
My turn!
Alright, have you scanned right? Yep.
Alright, let's do this!
Okay. Here.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Right. Hey.
I'll handle it.
Go! That's that. Let's...
Oh, excuse me.
This would make a great training area. I envy the people who live around here.
Only you would see an underground passage and think about training.
Bring it on! My turn! There! Go!
Broken. Okay.
Right. Arcus activate.
My turn. Target's a limp.
An A+ outcome.
The advantage is ours.
Can I get... Yep, I can get all three of you in.
My turn. Here.
My turn.
Of course. Hey.
My turn.
Right. Oh,
Success.
Oh, this is probably supposed to be like a dungeon or something.
I spy treasure.
Like a dungeon or something.
The advantage is ours.
My
So
turn.
that's probably why the mechanism is right there next to the door. Otherwise, that makes no freaking sense.
my turn. Arcus activate.
Right. Now.
I'll pick you up. Ha! Is everybody okay?
I did it!
Grab the first chest, grab the second chest, and hi, monster chest.
Enemy sight! Go! Alright, let's do this!
My turn. Here.
Right. Keep it up, everyone.
Right.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
My turn. There. Let's go.
Broken. My turn. Is everybody...
Alright, that's where you get Genbu. Okay. Alright, so what we need is just at the end of the hall. Or what we're fighting is just at the end of the hall, I should say. That's not what I want to do.
Let's get this over with.
There. Now's a chance.
Broken. My turn.
Right. Unite!
Right. Huh? Now.
I'll bed you up.
You fought well, Elliot.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
Nope, not close enough to shoot. There we go.
The advantage is
My
ours.
turn. There. Now's a chance.
Broken. Okay.
No, I can't get all
Here we
four
go.
of them in.
Got it.
Got it.
Right. Unite!
Right.
Come on, I can get them all in. I can get them all in. I just gotta nudge it. There we go.
Evil will fall before...
I knew I could get them all if I just nudged it a little bit.
Watch out, guys!
Go. There. Now's a chance.
Broken. My turn. All right, let's keep going.
Hostile
Here we
spotted.
go.
Beginning combat.
There.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Of course.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
In the battle with gradual HP regen. Okay.
Let's get this over with.
There. Now's a chance.
Broken. I'll handle it.
Unite!
Right.
You still have a lot of...
I did it.
Success.
Alright, that takes care of all the enemies here. No shinies. I couldn't get them linked.
Here we go.
Oh good, I have Gale now.
The second floor. Gale. That's the power of
Oh,
the eight
yep, there we go. Now Reen is gonna basically just be a death magnet because because I've unlocked that.
The second floor. Gale. Go.
Broken. I'll handle it.
All right, let's...
Reen is now fully set up now that I have Gale.
I'll handle it. Here.
Go. The second floor. Gale.
Right.
My turn. Hi.
Okay. Targets eliminated.
Well, that's the last one for this room. Any shinies? No shinies. Oh, there's one more box. Shiny? No shiny. Let's hit the save, not the save point, the heal point. one quick moment. Alright, there we go. Yep, desync had happened. Ah, didn't want to hit that. Okay. I'm used to later games where I can just pause, where I can hit the where I can just get the save point to to come up quickly instead of having to go into menu after menu. All right, hello, big guy. That must be it. Yeah, looks like the monster hotel owner asked us to deal with. Laura, Fee, are you two ready? Of course. I'd like to ask that you put Fee and myself in the front lines for this battle. Gonna happen. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Well, this is as good chance as any. All right, Laura and Fee. I'll take point for this fight. The rest of us will back them up. No, they'll take point for this fight. I said the wrong thing.
Bring it on! My turn. All right, let's do this.
My turn. Here.
Give it up, everyone!
Your turn.
Of course. Now! Our time is now!
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Here we go.
My turn. The second form. Go!
I'll bed you up.
Oh, cures all bark hail. Okay, yeah. So I definitely used the wrong thing.
Give it up,
Reapply
everyone.
resounding beat.
I'll handle it. Target lock.
My turn.
Reapply motivation.
Right, let's do this. Oh no, you don't.
Your turn. Okay.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant Blade Dance!
I'll handle it. Here we go. Silphy dance. That's that.
Flames, gather on my blade. Strike!
My turn.
Ooh, Zero Arts. I can hit it with Maelstrom.
My turn.
Excuse you?
Good night.
My turn. There.
Ah, right. It needed a way for that to happen.
Right!
Okay, they can't form a combat link with anyone.
You still have a lot of training to do.
I did it.
Done.
All right.
I've only...
An A+ outcome.
Ah yes, the return of the fuckery with a vengeance.
Well, that was... You know, maybe you should just stop worrying about trying to form a combat link with each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can see why you'd really want to.
No. I don't want to hold our group back more than I already have. I'd like to withdraw from active combat and take a more supporting role for the duration of this field's.
Huh?
But Laura, it doesn't make any sense for you not to be in the thick of the fight.
Don't be ridiculous. If anyone should be benched, it's me. It makes sense when you consider what each of us brings to a fight.
No. My own immaturity is the cause of this. There's still a part of me that refuses to accept you, and this is the result. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was this narrow-minded. And I apologize for the distress my prejudice has no doubt been causing you. I came to realize during my club activities that I still have a lot of maturing left to do.
Laura...
As such, Reen, I wish to withdraw.
Denied. Actually, I'll be the one withdrawing from frontline combat.
What?
Huh?
Reen?
This seems awfully sudden.
During all the battles we fought, one thing stood out to me. I couldn't help but notice that under ordinary circumstances, Laura and Fee's fighting styles complement each other perfectly.
Well...
You think so?
Interesting. What do you mean?
Laura's the ideal knight, standing strong in the thick of the fight, dominating enemies with her blade. Then there's Fee, the ideal vanguard, overwhelming the opposition with her speed and creating openings for Laura. During the practical exam, none of us should have stood a chance against the two of you.
When you put it that way, it does make sense.
If they could form a combat link, they'd be virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't think that's escaped you two either. That's why you keep trying to form a combat link, but there's something stopping you from connecting with each other. Whatever it is, it's been frustrating both of you this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly as you say.
Okay, so, since that's how things stand, it makes no sense for you two to just give up and withdraw from combat. In fact, considering everyone's relative strengths and weaknesses, it makes the most sense for me to fall back. This way, you'll have more chances to work out whatever it is that's standing in the way of you forming a link.
You have my thanks.
We'll take you up on your offer then.
That's what I like to hear.
You really can be audacious sometimes, you know. Just like you were with me and Eustace.
You think? I don't really think I did anything out of the ordinary.
That's so you, Reen, to not think anything of it. Still, thanks to you, there might be hope for these two after all.
We'll do what we can.
But first, we need to get back to the hotel, right?
Right!
Right!
I'll handle it.
Oh, hang on. Let me hit the heel. Let me hit the heel again. Something wrong, Elliot? It's, is it just me, or do you guys hear a snot off in the distance? Oh? Now that you mention it, I do hear music, very faintly. I think I can make out a violin and a flute. Quite an elegant piece, too, from the sounds of it. It does sound pre-recorded. It doesn't sound pre-recorded either. You think the sound is filtered down? You think the sound is filtering down here from the surface? This way. Ah, yes, the very precarious brick in the wall. Is this a secret passage? The music does seem to be louder here than it was before. But you know, I feel like I've heard this tune somewhere before. We should try and see where it leads. Agreed. Let's see if there's some way to open it. I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in the underground passage. I can hear the melody more clearly now, too. Looks like this leads out to the surface. Okay, let's follow the passage and see where we can let's follow the passage and see where we come out. Here goes. Hello, Fat Bat.
Watch out, guys!
I'll handle it.
Keep it up, everyone!
Too slow.
Of course.
Bonk.
Right.
My turn. Now.
I'll pick you up!
My turn. Too slow.
Of course. Huh? Evil will fall before my blade. Of course.
Leave it to me.
Right!
Okay.
Finally, a shiny. After 10,000 years.
Okay. Got it.
I'll pick you up! Right! Keep it up, everyone!
Of course.
It's my turn.
Go!
An opening.
My turn. My turn. Now.
I'll pick you up!
Nice work.
I was just following your lead.
Ah, yes, the generic one. Those two don't have a proper group outro. Oh, hey, another
There's
healer.
a light.
The sound's getting louder, too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Ah, yes, the gazebo has a hidden door. Ah! Isn't this Matter Park? It's so... If so, we're not far from City Hall. Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? The layout remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Age. During the Dark Ages, you can really feel the city's history. It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Bareahard's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot. Is something the matter? Oh, sorry. I was listening to the sonata, then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? No sweat. Go ahead. Perhaps we should go and greet them too. Wait, Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Hey, great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron, Kalinka. Feels like forever since you've been around. Oh, 1 second. Okay, nothing important. Ah, I bumped my mic. You seem like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? We're Elliot's classmates at Thor's Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're all around the same age, too. So, you're Elliot's hometown friends, then. Which school uniform is that? Oh, we're students at the Music Academy. Music Academy? Huh? Yeah. It's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Our academy always plays for the concert. Our academy always plays for the concert they hold during the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. All right. This does seem like the perfect place to practice. Yeah. I can't believe how good you've all gotten, though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the songs in my sleep now. So true. So true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if, after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were here at the Music Academy with us. Oh, don't misunderstand. Thor's a really good reputation and all. So, are you still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm glad to hear it. You were really good. I'd hate to hear you'd given it up. Hopefully, we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Whoa. Is it that time already? We'd better get on back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it, and we've got practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. If you got some free time, it'd be great if you can come see us perform in concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Thanks. Looking forward to it. See you later, Elliot. All right, later. Elliot? Hey, are you... No, it's nothing. It's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel to give our report, then head back to my house? Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm right about now. Okay, let's be off then.
Whoa, this is incredible.
You could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing
Definitely
her
not
love
enough.
of music.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise, but I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away.
No surprise, she had the mom hairstyle. You know the one I'm talking about.
After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same. But Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living from music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield. But I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
Huh?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen. Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Oof. Elliot decided to spend the night, or did his sister force him to stay the night? That is the big question. I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. And she even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. Ooh, excuse me. I'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, you know, I've lived here all my life. But it's only now that I'm running around doing field study tasks, that I realize just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's tasks into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah. They should be delivered first thing tomorrow morning. Considering how organized my father is, I don't doubt they'll be delivered on time. I don't doubt they'll be delivered on time. Though I do worry what we're in for. I have this terrible feeling he'll put us to tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. Yeah, I see what you mean. All the more reason we should finish up a report and hit the sack early, I suppose. Hey, what's wrong with you two? You tired or something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Fee, I challenge you to a duel. What? Okay. Tonight, right? Yeah, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Hold on a minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. Fee and I will face each other in single combat to determine a victor. That's all. Oh, that's all? Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially not at night. You'd wake the whole neighborhood. Now about the park we were at earlier. Matter Park, I think. That seems an ideal venue. The area around the exit from the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Well, it doesn't sound too bad. But honestly, Reen, you're not going along with this, are you? Oh, shush it. The capital might have a heady nightlife, but that's no excuse to cause commotion. Bah. All right, let's head over to the park then. The trams are still running, right? They run until around 11. Are we seriously doing this?
Right.
My turn.
The park scenery has an almost magical air to it. It's nice. You're in luck. Not so many people taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that's all that. No. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? What a sock in it, Machias. I apologize for burdening you with this, but I'd appreciate you keep watching. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to the gazebo. We came out of earlier.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
All right, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, There was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really?
Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you.
Yeah,
I tried to
they really
ascertain my own
should, but
feelings, slowly and carefully.
oh well. I guess it's mostly they don't want the risk of monsters interrupting their fight, hence why they're not going into the tunnels. That's my assumption.
And that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness,
To be fair, though, that door is still
I refused to
open.
acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You weren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so... honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reen, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
That's our lore, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
He's about the only one who could probably stop this fight. And even then, he'd probably still get hurt.
Go!
I forget if I actually... Yep, this is just an auto battle.
Shatter! Target lock! Here!
Impressive.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
Oh, they were actually modest with that angle for Fee.
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Reen?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway.
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections.
All right, now we get to learn about another character's backstory.
We're all in this together.
Okay. I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr. Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King. He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps. He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation.
I don't believe this battle would have been in Trails to Zero and Trails to Azure. But the Red Constellation is someone that's associated with those games, so it's a case of, if you've played those games, this is an aha, I understand this reference moment.
People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, the Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
I don't know what to say.
After that, you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Now wait just a minute.
I should have known. I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You've got to be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study and give it the best we've got.
Fine. But I don't intend to hold back, so I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
I'm not going to hold back.
Fine, I'll do it.
My
Oh,
turn.
right. I'm playing as Laura and Fee, not Reen and Machias.
Here.
Of course.
Okay. Here.
Second form, Gale!
My turn.
Come on. I need both of you to be blinded. Especially you, Maki.
Let's do this!
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Is this treating them with the equipment that I have given on them? Because if that's the case, Machias can't be statused. Guide. Alright, they are scanned, so I should be able to blind him. The guide isn't telling me that he's impervious to that. Oh, whatever.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Hang in there, everyone!
Too slow. I'll handle it.
This is so ridiculous.
There!
My turn. Shatter! Now! Feed!
Yeah.
Should have seen that coming.
When we fight together,
No one stands a chance.
Basically.
I've only... We did it.
Uh-huh.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
I didn't see you anywhere in there, Reen. Hint, hint at future events when it comes to how I build the characters in later games.
Hey, what are you four doing? Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Someone called the cops.
Students? Are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you...
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Yeah, it's not like there was a perfectly good hole in the ground right behind you that you could have gone under, cleared out all the monsters, and then had your duel.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
See?
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights.
Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward
There we go.
for
There's
you.
the gladiator's belt that I was
Drinks
hoping
are on
for.
me someday.
Fuck, I was hoping the game would let me save right now.
Huh? Are they all still asleep? It's almost time for breakfast.
At least I don't need to read anything.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare.
Gee, I wonder which two got pulled off by the police while the other two probably got to go back to the guild room and have a good night's rest.
Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men.
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Whoa, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first. Let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Wow, so that's what happened yesterday after you guys left. I feel all left out now. You have our apologies. But listening to your talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. Well, no, we'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterward like we did. Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah. It's not the lack of sleep that gets you. It's the mental fatigue. So, did you receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep. Probably delivered first thing this morning, before we even woke up, before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we finished our breakfast. Agreed. Make sure you get plenty to eat so you'll have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from, if you can manage it. Okay, so another monster battle, and then 2 optional quests. Optional in air quotes, because of course you want to do them. Looks like we've got quite a variety today. Yeah. One of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Yep, the monster extermination request from Heimdallport. We shouldn't have any problem getting there on the trams. Same for Matter Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city will be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care, everyone. It'll be fun just walking around watching as everyone puts the finishing touches on their decorations. Right. Thanks, sis. Thank you very much for making us breakfast. All right, let's get started. These jobs aren't going to do themselves. But that, we'll have to wait till next Tuesday, or this Friday if I decide to play this again Friday. Not sure yet, because I've gone on for almost 4 hours and I'm tired. So, with that, thank you all for coming. I'll be back tomorrow with some Pokemon. It might not actually be Infinite Fusions. I might actually start playing Crystal Clear again tomorrow. Haven't made my decision yet, even though I did put it on the schedule that it was Infinite Fusions. I may just play Crystal Clear. But that's for the me of tomorrow to decide. So, thank you all for coming, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.